Hello and welcome. So, did you know that if you don't eat in time, your stomach will suffer, your gut will suffer? What does that mean, and why does it hold such a huge significance? Our body works according to a biological clock. This biological clock is governed by the movement of the sun. So, when the sun rises, it's an ideal opportunity for us to start eating. It is the ideal situation for us to start eating. But as the sun sets, it is required that we should stop eating. Why does this happen? Each one of us has something called as a Jathar Agni inside our body. This can also be referred to as a stomach acid, or it can be referred to as your hydrochloric acid, which is actually making sure that every food that you are consuming is digested, it is broken down, and the pathogens are released, the bacteria are taken care of, the pathogens are killed, and then it is this good food that enters into your small intestine, and then the waste comes out, then it goes into the large intestine, and finally the waste into the colon, and finally excretion. It is this entire process that is required in the as a part of the entire GI tract. Did you know that these intestines of yours, if you choose to open up completely, their length will be almost 21 feet. That is extremely long for a human. That is not the case for dogs or other animals. Have you ever noticed that these dogs have a stomach acid which is many times as compared to a man, and because their stomach acid is so acidic is the stomach pH, they will be able to digest anything, irrespective of whether they are eating stale food or they are eating meat or they are eating uncooked meat, they will still be able to digest it because of the amount of stomach acid that exists in their stomach. Humans don't have that. The second thing is that these animals do not have an intestine that is so long in length. So it starts and it ends very quickly, which means when they start eating, the stomach acid, the hydrochloric acid in their body, say for example dogs, quickly works on it and it is quickly excreted as well. That's not the case in humans. Because humans have these intestines which are so long, the amount of journey or the distance that the food has to actually pass is quite long. And when it is long, there are greater chances of getting stuck into different parts of these intestines. Sometimes a lot of our food gets stuck into the intestinal linings, and then it is difficult for the other food that comes in later to actually pass through. This leads to congestions, this leads to blockages, and hence constipation. When food remains accumulated there, this accumulated food is an invitation to bad bacteria, because this accumulated food is now becoming not food for the good bacteria. It is rotting there, it is fermenting there, it is putrefying there, it is giving out gases, and hence the bad bacteria come to feed on it. The population of the bad bacteria increases because now they are getting more food to eat, and this leads to increase in bad bacteria, decrease in good bacteria, which leads to a case which is called dysbiosis. This dysbiosis is extremely fatal to humans because it can lead to any toxicity or any dirt or any kind of disease that can emanate out of this. Now let's understand that if the food is not digested and the food remains in your gut or the food remains inside your intestines, then not only is it rotting and fermenting there, this food that remains in your gut is also now helping you to get stomach worms. So when there are stomach worms, what do these stomach worms do? They increase in size and they are not doing any good to your body. Now, a lot of people, when they excrete, have noticed that their stools have also come out along with certain parasites or have come out along with stomach worms. There are various treatments that can be done as far as stomach worms are concerned, and we shall gradually in this course talk about some of them. But these worms that exist inside your gut are releasing a gas, this gas is alkaline, a very alkaline gas which is called ammonia. This ammonia has the potential to be able to convert the pH of your colon into being very, very alkaline. This is not very conducive for the health of a human. So if the pH of the colon gradually starts changing, it can become a situation where it becomes very painful for an individual. So when you have a lot of pain in the stomach, it may not necessarily mean that it is because of stomach worms. It can be an infection, it can be bacteria, but the presence of stomach worms is also something that we must be careful about. This pH changing can also change the mandagni into your body, or the digestive fire of your body. And this pH level changes is an invitation to a whole lot of diseases. It can be anywhere, like an indigestion. It can lead to bloating. It can lead to an acidic condition, or sometimes these microbes which are releasing an excessive ammonia can also convert the pH of your stomach from being an acidic to an alkaline state. And when this happens, your stomach pH must have a very high acidic pH. If the pH starts changing into alkaline, then it will not be able to kill bacteria. It will not be able to kill the pathogens. It will not be able to digest the food better. It will not be able to break down the food better. So that small mistake of yours, because of putting in the wrong things in the mouth, or because of putting it at the wrong timings, can lead to a number of diseases. And it has the potential of changing the entire pH. It can be very, very fatal. Let me explain to you how this pH spectrum works. You have a pH spectrum from 1 to 14. 1 being highly acidic, 14 being very, very alkaline. And 7 is neutral. 7 is the pH of water. We have discussed this in some other courses as well. Now, when we start moving to an alkaline state, let's understand that our body has to have a particular pH. Like your stomach acid is highly acidic pH. So the pH in your stomach is 1 to 3, which is absolute acidic state of the pH spectrum. And when you are thriving into a condition called as alkalosis, your pH starts going a little more towards beyond 7.45. Your blood pH has to be between 7.35 to 7.45, and if it goes beyond 7.45, it can be a condition of coma and an ultimate death by causing an alkalosis. If your blood pH reduces from 7.32, it can be a condition of acidosis, which is again coma and an ultimate death. So it is very important for us to make sure that the pH of this gut remains intact. And if it doesn't, it can also lead to chest burn, or it can give you that heartburn kind of a sensation, sudden pain. You may think it is a heart attack, but actually it is not because of a heart attack. It is just because your gut is bad, and hence it is causing a heartburn as well. This can also lead to acidity. It can lead to gases, or most importantly, it can lead to something that is called as GERD, gastroesophageal reflux disease. When you suddenly start feeling that there is this acid that is coming up towards your mouth, it is actually this stomach acid, which is in the pH of 1 to 3, is supposed to be in your stomach. When it comes out of your stomach because of the sphincter becoming weak, it comes and passes through your esophagus. Your esophagus does not have the kind of mucosal membranes to sustain that kind of acid, and hence you start getting esophageal diseases, certain disorders with respect to your esophagus. Or it may also, that sour little thing may also come into your mouth, which can change the pH of your mouth, and it can lead to tremendous problems as far as your teeth are concerned, tremendous problem as far as your gut, as far as your gums are concerned. So what do we need to do to be able to stay away from these conditions? Number 1, we have to eat food that is in our eating window. Our eating window is 8 o'clock in the morning to 8 o'clock in the evening. Latest We have to finish our plate by then, because your pancreas shuts down at 8 p.m. It starts working at 8 a.m. So if you are somebody who's eating at 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock in the morning, remember, you are storing it for an hour. You're giving chances for it to ferment, because your pancreas will actually start working only at 8 a.m. This is as per the circadian clocks. The second thing that we need to do is follow intermittent fasting, which means we must have our dinner by 6 o'clock so that the digestion happens and finishes by 8 o'clock. In case you are at work and you come late, make sure you finish latest by 7:30 or 8 o'clock. After that, whatever you put in your stomach is never going to be fully digested. So be rest assured that the whole night the food is going to remain undigested, and in the morning at 8, when it is actually going to start digesting again, you have added more to your stomach, and hence this entire process just continues. Now, it is also important to, I spoke about intermittent fasting, I spoke about your eating windows. It is also important to choose what you are eating. As long as you're not eating the overtly processed food, refined food, packeted food, junk food, chatpata food, it's not good for you. It's absolutely not good for you. Too much of tea can harm your stomach acid. Too much of coffee can harm your stomach acid. Too much of dairy can harm your stomach acid. Too much of refined and processed and fast food can harm your stomach acid. And too much of exposure to chemicals or the bad oils such as palm oils can also harm your stomach acid. It is important to be hydrated, because the hydration helps in building the mucosal linings around your stomach, because of which that burning sensation will definitely reduce. I will see you in the next video with a little more details on how to be your own stomach doctor. Till then, namaste.